We are joined by comedian Greg Warren. Greg, I'm sorry, what is our topic today?
The history of the game Monopoly.
Yeah. Tom hates Monopoly.
No, I'm not good at board games. I'm sorry.
Well, 1903. The central figure is an anti-monopolist, a progressive, young woman named Lizzie Meiji. And Lizzie wants to teach people about the economic theories of a guy named Henry George, particularly his ideas around taxation. And she invents a thing called the landlord's game. And the landlord's game has two separate rules. Two separate sets of rules, I should say. The anti-monopolist set of rules, and that is a game in which when wealth is created, everybody shares in the rewards. And then the monopolist version. And it's supposed to teach you that the anti-monopolist version is morally superior to the monopolist version. Unfortunately, nobody wanted to play the anti-monopolist.
It doesn't sound as fun.
No, it's not as fun. I think Lizzie would have been very disappointed if she came to my house and saw my family playing Monopoly. I'm rich, you're poor, suck it, Devin.
I got Bart.
Hey
up. A lot of people played the game, and there's this guy named Charles Darrow. Charles was unemployed, and he had one of his friends over and his wife for dinner. And the guy brought the landlord's game, and Charles had never played it before, and he liked it. And he asked the guy, "Hey, could you give me a written set of rules for this game?" And he did. And then Charles basically just sort of came up with his own version of the landlord's game and called it Monopoly, and he stole a lot of it. He stole it. Yeah. He could say it was somewhat different, but he stole the idea, and he sold like 5,000 copies. Eventually, Parker Brothers bought it and sold, in its lifetime, 250 million copies. Parker Brothers did figure out, hey, this guy may not own all the rights to this game, and because Lizzie patented it, and they gave her $500, which it was quite a bit of money, but that would be like probably about $100,000 today or something. But
that's $300 more than Pass and Go.
Yeah,
look at that.
It's a good point, Josh.
Yeah, thank you.
It's an excellent point. So Lizzie didn't get a whole lot for invention. Now, cut to 1973. Parker Brothers has been selling Monopoly for a long time. It's a popular game. There's this guy named Ralph Anspaugh, and he's a San Francisco professor. And he comes up with a game called the Anti-Monopoly Game and starts selling it. Parker Brothers, of course, sues him. He does a lot of research and figures out, well, wait a minute. You guys don't really own this game, man. This is Lizzie Meiji's game, and it goes to court, and it goes on for like 10 years.
Wow.
And eventually, Parker Brothers paid him off. But I have a little bit of the transcript from the court, if I could read it, just a snippet, if you guys don't mind. This is Ralph Anspaugh speaking. This is a game Charles Darrow stole from Lizzie Meiji, and I'm stealing it back.
All right.
Is that what he sounded like?
And high hopes for that joke. It's a U2 Helter Skelter reference.
Is that right?
Yeah. This is interesting. During World War II, the British intelligence agency, they used the game Monopoly to get messages to the POWs. They gave Monopoly sets to these charities, and the charities would send them to the POWs, to have something to do while they were in jail.
Wow, they would read the cards. You won $15 in a beauty contest, and the crow flies at midnight.
It's kind of like that, man. They basically they had like maps that they stuck in there and compasses within the game. I was wondering if there's a guy that was getting it wrong all the time. Like, hey man, there's something with this thimble. I think they're telling us to sew some costumes. Like, no.
No, man. It's
No,
just a
Paul.
game piece.
There's a map here. I don't think that's it, man. They want me to wear tights. I'm sewing these tights.
Yeah.
I mean,
And then we can use this wheelbarrow to get some of the dirt out of the tunnels that we.
yeah. The original, the Monopoly Man. Do you know his name?
Is it Uncle Pennybags?
Yes, it is. Yeah, rich Uncle Pennybags. Yeah,
Wow.
and he was basically a cartoon version of J.P. Morgan.
How flattering.
No,
Yeah, yeah.
haven't they come out with dozens of versions of Monopoly now themed?
All kinds. In 1978, Neiman Marcus featured a chocolate Monopoly game for $600.
I played that once.
Once.
Once. Yeah, Josh, 2020, Walmart invented a Monopoly game entirely made of puff corn.
Oh man, that's I got to get many of those. I love the puff corn.
The original tokens: battleship, boot, cannon, iron, thimble, and top hat.
Did you have a favorite, Greg?
Yeah, I was enjoyed being the boot.
Oh, okay. I was a top hat guy.
I like the thimble. And they got rid of it.
What did they?
Yeah,
What did they get rid of?
No more thimble. Today it's
thimble.
battleship. Get this: cat,
What?
penguin, race car, rubber ducky, Scotty dog, T-Rex, and top hat.
Wow.
Yeah.
Quite different from the Monopoly.
I remember this.
Yeah.
Scotty Dog was in my era.
Yeah.
The cat is new.
The cat is very new. Yeah.
Here we go. It says a dinosaur, a rubber duck, and a penguin have replaced the wheelbarrow, boot, and thimble tokens in Monopoly.
Oh, bummer.
Fans were asked to choose from 64 possible options,
Yikes.
but they left the top hat in there.
Why wouldn't they?
Thank goodness. That's my
The
favorite.
top hat was a classic.
No, I know, but I mean,
Well, yeah, and I think that's also, a symbol of a monopolist.
Sure, and he wears the top hat.
yeah, I haven't seen. I've never seen Elon Musk or Bezos without a top hat on.
I used to also like to put it at the end of my wiener and
Sure, have some
Mr.
fun.
Fancy.
Boy, you must be
Aren't you a
tiny.
little gentleman?
Sadly,
The actual token.
sadly, it fits a little bit snug, but
Jeez.
I'm Uncle Penny.
Josh, were you sending those pics for scale?
good old Uncle Dick Needle.
See,
Okay.
this is a normal sized top hat.
If they really updated it, wouldn't they want the car to be an Uber and the hotels to all be Airbnbs? Make it really contemporary.
Yeah, it was Atlantic City is what the game is based on. If you go online, you can find out where all those places, what they are right now. They're worth quite a bit more.
Thanks, Greg. Greg Warren, on a great report about Monopoly.
Thank you, Greg. See you, buddy.
See you, man.
Bye,
Bye,
guys.
Greg.